Yo, what's up guys? I'm here at Bellworks in Homedale, New Jersey. It's an old corporate complex that was converted into smaller office buildings for smaller businesses. And then on the ground floor, we've got small retail stores, boutique stores, bars, restaurants. Really cool vibe here. And I'm early in the morning on a cold January day. I've got people doing laps around the building here to get their exercise in and not freeze their butt off. So I'm here today to showcase the Jersey Shore section of New Jersey as I continue my New Jersey Explained series. Now, like in all these videos, I'm covering what's nearby in this section of New Jersey, the terrain, what can you expect to see, and then also the cost of living. The Jersey Shore gets a bad reputation from the MTV show, The Jersey Shore, but locals want you to have that picture in your mind because it is actually nothing like that. So stay tuned to the end of this video to see exactly what the Jersey Shore has to offer and if it's a place that you want to live. All right, let's go. My name's Kevin, this is Living in Jersey, and I make these videos to know exactly what you're getting yourself into when making the move to the Garden State. I'm a New Jersey native. I live in North Jersey, but for the past few years, we've actually had some family vacations down here at the Jersey Shore, which is super convenient. You're only hopping in the car for about, hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours at most to really get an escape within your own state. And what I love about it is that, you don't have the kids in the car for hours and hours and hours having to go to bathroom breaks, I'm hungry, whatever. It's really a quick trip, pretty painless, especially if you leave at the right time. There's some significant traffic during the summer months because of these vacation spots. But overall, it definitely get this kind of relaxed vibe down here. Things definitely slow down, whether you're going to the beaches in the Carolinas, Florida, California, or Hawaii. You always kind of feel like you're on island time when you get in these places, and the Jersey Shore is no different. Feeling hot, hot, hot. You definitely feel like things slow down a little bit here. Obviously, they still get after it. Here at Bellworks, you've got tons of businesses who have office space here. I actually did a podcast with a mortgage lender here a few months back, and he's got some office space here because I am a realtor in the state of New Jersey, and I would love to be your real estate choice in making a move to the Garden State. So feel free to call, text, or email me at any time. All right, so to kick things off with proximity, I'm from North Jersey, but my family has been coming to the Jersey Shore section of New Jersey to vacation for about a week for the past few years. And what's great is that when you have kids, it's only like an hour and a half ride, 2 hours at max to get down here. So your kids aren't asking for bathroom breaks or losing their minds at that point in time. 2 hours is pretty safe. We'll say is that it's definitely a popular vacation spot for not only New Jerseyans, but also people from Pennsylvania and New York. So during the summer months, definitely gets crowded with an influx of vacationers. But when I do talk to the locals, they love living down here at all times of the year. Obviously, there's easier parking options in the off season, but they still really love it at all times of the year. Now, when we're talking about proximity to New York City and Pennsylvania, like I had alluded to, you're looking at about like a 2-hour train ride to New York City, and you're about an hour away from Philly if you're on that southern shore section of New Jersey. And that might not be so convenient for you if you have to do a commute pretty frequently to New York City, but there are some options. They're not that cheap, but there's a C Street ferry that takes about 40 to 45 minutes that will save you about 75 minutes a week. But it's not cheap. It's going to cost you about $72 a day, but hopefully your salary can kind of compensate for that discrepancy to save a little bit of time, because it does add up after a while. But ever since the pandemic, there's been a lot of kind of transition to that remote type work, hybrid type work style. So I have seen a lot of people with 2 homes, one maybe in the suburbs and then the other one down the Jersey Shore for their vacation house, kind of moving full time down to their vacation house and kind of capitalizing on the equity that they've built in their home, in their primary house. So with that being the case, the Jersey Shore has been a more popular place to live full time. And just when I'm driving around doing my B-roll shots to prepare for this video, it's definitely not nearly as crowded as it is during the summer months, but it's also not a ghost town. I mean, I stopped to get lunch at a little cafe, and it was at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It was completely packed. So people are still down here. There's still a lot of stuff going on, even in the off months. So if you are worried about moving to a ghost town, that's actually not how it is at all. Now, how are these beaches? So, I grew up going to the beaches down in Carolina. I visited a friend who lives in the beaches of Hermosa in California. We've went on our honeymoon in Hawaii. I've been to Florida. So I've been to different beaches. And will I say that the Jersey Shore is like as nice or nicer than those other beaches? No, I'm definitely not gonna lie to you. But will I say that they're clean, maintained, and they're safe because they have lifeguards on duty? For sure. And I think one of the main attractions is that there is the New Jersey Shore boardwalks. So in the boardwalks, we've got arcade games and a lot of stuff to entertain the kids. And then there's also, like down in Seaside, you've got a bunch of rides and Ferris wheels and all sorts of things to keep the kids entertained. There's water parks, mini golf, you know, you name it. There's definitely stuff to keep the kids busy. So I would definitely say that although it might not be the nicest beach you ever went to, it'll definitely not lack fun for your kids. When it comes to shopping in beach towns, at least in my experience, usually I feel like the shopping's a little inconvenient or it's lacking in some capacity, but that's definitely not the case when it comes to the Jersey Shore. Easy access to grocery stores, malls, outlet shopping, and there's really nice boutique stores. When I was in Spring Lake filming for this video, there's tons of cute boutique stores, and I have to say that the people here are really, really friendly. When I went to the cafe to grab a sandwich, and when I just popped my head into a boutique store to see if I can get some footage, everyone was super welcoming and was very open to my questions about what their experience was like living here, and they really didn't have a ton of bad things to say. They kind of hesitated when it comes to like the summer months and kind of the influx of vacationers, but they overall made it seem like it was worth the headache in the summer to live down here. Super friendly people and unique shopping options that I feel like are in more abundance down the Jersey Shore than other areas throughout New Jersey, which are kind of like way more scattered. So more kind of central shopping hubs down here, my opinion. All the locals that I talked to highlighted the fact of how great the restaurants are down here at the Jersey Shore. And just when we come down here to vacation, the fresh seafood that they have at these restaurants are amazing. Like, you wouldn't know that, you know, not that it matters, but these fish were caught off the coast of New Jersey, like not Florida or any kind of tropical area, but the food is delicious. So if you like great restaurants, you can even hit up some live music, because the two things that locals really highlighted on what they love most about living down here are the restaurants and access to live music. So whether you're going to PNC Bank Art Center, which is a really large concert venue, or hitting up some other local smaller venues down in Asbury Park or Red Bank, there's an abundance of live music options to attend no matter what the season. Whether it's the summer or the winter months, you always have great nightlife and entertainment to experience. If you are making the move to New Jersey with kids, you're probably going to care about what the schools are like down here in the Jersey Shore area. And I will say there's a higher concentration of the top school districts in North Jersey, but you have access to schools within the range of 50 to the top 100 school districts in New Jersey in this Jersey Shore region. All right, next let's talk terrain. So obviously when we're talking about the beach, it's sea level, so it's going to be pretty flat. And I will say that this area is significantly flatter than the North Jersey section where I'm from. But what I love most about it is that it's super fitness oriented. Like, I'm sitting here at Bellworks, I told you, the amount of people that have been doing laps around here to get their exercise in on a really cold day in January is pretty impressive. And also when I'm just vacationing down here, there's always people running, riding bikes. And what I love most about vacationing, at least in a beach town, is I get to ride my bike everywhere. I don't have to take a car, you know, I just ride to the convenience store, or ride to the fish market, bring a backpack, and ride back home. So I love being able to do that. That might not be an appeal to you, but that's definitely an easy option here because it is so flat. I do wish more people would wear their helmets when they're riding their bike though. So I'm trying to set a trend. Whenever I ride here, I always wear my helmet. Next, let's finish up with the cost of living in New Jersey, and it's definitely not a cheap place to live. Monmouth County, which is included in this section, has the second highest median home sale price in all of New Jersey. And even when I was going to get a chicken salad sandwich from this cafe down in Spring Lake, it cost me $28 for a chicken salad sandwich and some fries. So not cheap whether you're going out, buying a house, or indulging in the entertainment that this area has to offer. You also have to pay to go to the beach in a lot of cases as well. Another thing that you're going to want to consider and put into your monthly budget is potentially flood insurance. So the closer you are to the water, you're going to need flood insurance, and along the coastline, they typically have the most flood insurance claims, and they were definitely hit super hard in Hurricane Sandy. You have a lot of people rebuilding their houses in this area, building some huge, beautiful mansions, which is, I think, increasing and driving that price range up in this section. But just something to definitely consider if you are seriously thinking about moving to the Jersey Shore section. I hope you found this general overview of the Jersey Shore to be helpful. I do recommend subscribing to this channel because I am going to be taking a deeper dive into what it is like to live in this section. I'll be going through the top 5 towns to live in, pros and cons of living down here, and I'll take a deeper dive into specific towns itself. So if that's what you're interested in, make sure you subscribe because that's coming down the pipeline of this channel. To remind you, I am a realtor in the state of New Jersey. I would love to be your real estate choice and make a move to the Garden State, so feel free to call, text, or email me at any time, and I'll see you in the next video.